What's up, guys? So I don't always only work at the office. Some days I actually go to meetings and travel and don't sit in front of the computer. Today we're gonna go up to LA. I'll film a bit, probably not the whole time, but I'll check in from time to time. I think we're gonna take the train, so let's see how that goes. So about every 2 weeks or so, I'd say I end up going up to LA, and sometimes it's for a few days, sometimes it's for a day, and in this case I just went up for 2 days. But a lot of my clients are up in that area, and my main client is obviously up in that area, so I end up there a lot, but I don't think I could actually live in LA. It's a little too busy for me, I guess would be the right word. But yeah, the train ride's great. I don't know if you've ever done the Pacific Coast train ride, but it is beautiful. It's a good time to get a lot of work done too, actually. I really enjoy working on the train. It's about 2 hours. I've got a little Wi-Fi diode thing, and figured I'd get some work done, catch up for a couple hours, then turns out this clip, the audio kind of screwed up, so I'm just kind of doing a voiceover over it now. It's actually Sunday. This trip I started on Thursday, so I didn't get a ton of recording done over the last few days, but just thought I'd catch you guys up on what's been going on. The meetings went great. Picked up a few new promotions we're going to do, and then also just did some planning. It was kind of fun. We ended up just kind of hanging out for a good part of the time, just actually hanging out and watching basketball, playing some basketball, which I am terrible at. I think I got worse after playing basketball for about an hour and a half, and was playing in flip-flops. That might have had something to do with it. Then grabbed some breakfast and headed on my way back down to San Diego to get some work done, and they all went off to Palm Springs to do a meet and greet, which I would have joined, but decided to head back and get some work done. So why don't we go ahead and jump into that? I'll show you what we've been working on. Over the last few days, I've been working on this little side project. I've got a couple products that we've been promoting, and I'm helping to manage and all that good stuff. And the ROI on them has just been awesome. And I have a few other clients that I represent that I want to get more promotions for. So realized if I can basically get anybody over 100K list, but generally I'm shooting for about 200,000. That means they really know what they're doing. But if they have a list of 200,000, I'm paying $2,000 for a 30-minute phone call. So post something about this on Facebook, got a lot of awesome people reaching out, got a lot of messages and things like that. But wanted to make sure that I could actually process all this and get the right people involved. So yesterday, decided to get into a little code mode. I guess that's the right way to put it. And I started writing up this page here, and I know it looks nice and fancy, but it's actually just a really simple PHP page. I don't know how to code very well, but I know how to do it enough to get in trouble. And basically all I'm wanting to do is build a custom page that creates something like this. I'll show you. It creates this really simple page, but it's all variable based. So this was just a test to see how it would look. But basically the code on this page, what it does is, you'll see in the URL here, I'll pull it up in a text editor so we can see it and show you exactly how this works. The URL, the content in this URL actually builds the content on the page. So this would be their first name, their last name, their email address, a video that I'm shooting. So I use a tool called Droplr. I've talked about it before, but basically I can shoot a video and it'll automatically upload it, and then I just put the Droplr URL here, and you'll see in the code, I know this is crazy for most people, but it grabs the video URL and puts it into this code, this video embed. So it grabs this URL, puts it in there, which replaces the video, and then also I can add a picture of them, which I upload on Droplr as well. So I can change this to Bob Smith and put in their email bobsmith@gmail.com. I can shoot them a quick video, grab their picture. Then if I go to this URL, it'll automatically build this page for them, which is great. Now I want to do this because I want to reach out to a bunch of these people and do a quick survey. So not only does it create this page, which the design's not completely done, I just want to get the functionality working. But if you click on this button, it actually loads a Typeform, which we've talked about before. But basically this is a survey software. And it does something very similar. See how it grabbed their name, Bob Smith, and it actually builds out this survey, which asks them a bunch of questions and actually does some calculations on how much they can expect to make from the promotion, or what my goal would be to make. So I asked them if that's their email, if that's the best email that they have. Remember, we put that in the URL itself. I asked them their website. We'll just put bobsmith.com. We get their main niche. I ask them what kind of brand they have, how many subscribers they have, average open rate. So all this data is useful for me for planning promotion. And then I have them select how many clicks they send on an average email. And what's cool is Typeform will actually generate, I can do some calculations. So it says, thanks Bob for sharing that info. Help me better design a promotion that works best for your list based on past promotions we've done. My goal for our promotion would be about 2.25 million in revenue. And this number is based on the data that they gave me in the promotions I generally like to do. So then I tell them the next step is I'm going to reach out to them. So this isn't 100% complete, but the functionality is all there. And what's really cool is this will actually pull into Trello and create a Trello card under the board that I use. So you'll see I've been doing some testing here. So these are all ones that have been brought in. So I'm going to archive these. Delete. But these are automatically generated based on the information that they fill out in that Typeform. And what's really cool about that is that I can send this out to a bunch of folks who I want to get more details from. They come into here, and then I have basically a pipeline of information. And the reason it's not instant is because I'm using Zapier, which it actually has to process the zap, I guess is the way to put it. So I'll show you, I have in Zapier here, Typeform to Trello. If I run this real quick, it'll run about every 5 minutes or so, but I do want to create the card. You'll see that Bob Smith, all the information was added in here, and it tells me what to do next. It'll also email me and all that good stuff as well. So pretty cool stuff. I've been working on this. I mean, I spent most of yesterday getting this done. Still a bit more to do, but nice that it's functional now. And I think it's going to be a really good tool to help, I guess, curate the leads that I have and create promotions with them. So just some advice for you if you're thinking about, or if you run a service-based business, creating systems like this, creating tools like this, even if you can just describe them conceptually, you can't personally make them, find someone who can. They're very useful. I'll report back, obviously in the vlog here over the next couple weeks, how this is going. And I think we'll be able to set up quite a few promotions that could be worth quite a bit. That's the goal, obviously. So I think I've got a bit more to do today, but I'll probably just call it a video for now and get to work on the next set of stuff for next week. I'm going to do some planning, do some reading, maybe take a nap. We'll see what happens. But I will see you guys tomorrow.